Hop Braun. I'm your host, Parker Kern. Along with me tonight are BGSU Entrepreneurship Hall of Famers Dr. Gene Poor and Brian Sokol, and 2015 Hatch Eggie winner Elsa Vogel-Voss. Assisting us tonight from the crowd are BGSU superstar Van Wright and Emily Cohen, BGSU broadcast journalism student. Let's hear from our crowd tonight. How are we doing tonight, everybody? We have over 500 high school students from all over Ohio with us tonight who will be watching and voting for our Eggie winner tonight. There will also be watch parties all over Ohio as well as all over the world. So, everybody, we have yet another Falcon-tastic lineup this year with 8 innovative and creative ideas. The Hatchlings have put a lot of time into this, and I think picking at the end of the show will be very difficult. Elsa, you were in the Hatch in 2015, got invested, and took home the Eggie. In fact, your Hatch idea and current business, Pieces of Me, has a booth here tonight. And I hear you're giving 20% of your proceeds to the Hatch Scholarship Fund. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Pieces of Me is a jewelry line. We have necklaces, bracelets, custom products, so you should definitely check out our booth. We're giving 10% off for E-Week. The code is E-Week if you want to purchase something online at piecesofmeco.com. Otherwise, you can head over to the sales table. And like you said, 10% of our sales and then another 10% from our partner and investor will be donating back to a Hatch Scholarship Fund tonight. So we'd love your support.
Awesome. Great product. And Elsa, again, as you know, this is a great life-changing night potentially for the Hatchlings. Why don't you take us through a little bit about what goes on right before a hatchling goes up to pitch?
You know, for me, it was a lot of nerves. You know, you're really nervous, but you're also so excited because you've been working on this project and this business idea for 10 weeks, sleepless nights. You've been putting everything into it. So it's just going out there and giving it your all, you know. And while it's nerve-wracking, it's also very exciting. It's a night I'll never forget.
Awesome. Great insight, Elsa. Thank you. Well, before we get to talking about the Hatchlings and their ideas, I just wanted to remind our viewers that Bowling Green State University does not share the views of these panelists. They're strictly their opinions. Our panelists are obviously very smart, but what they say tonight is not indicative of BGSU's views on the Hatchlings and their ideas in any way. All right, let's see how things are going from the crowd. Van Wright, where are you?
Hey, I'm right back here. Parker, what a night. This is an absolutely electric crowd. Thousands and thousands of high school students from around the state, around the nation, and around the world. It is Hatch 19, a night like no other. Right back to you, Parker.
Thank you, Van. What an electric atmosphere it is tonight. Wow. We begin tonight with our first Hatchlings, the duo of juniors Hannah Barth and Elise Blau. Their idea, Pop-Up Palace, is a play structure for kids that is designed to enhance the fine motor skills of children 12 to 24 months old, along with stimulating other physical activities. Guys, this will be Hannah, Elise. Will they be popping up tonight at the Hatch and walking out with cash?
What do you think, Brian?
Well, let me say a few opening remarks. Elsa, I still can't believe you picked Earl Mom instead of me as your investor. All right? A lot of this is, really, I'm heartbroken. Both my daughters are in early childhood education. I really understand this invention. I can see the potential. I think they have a lot of work to do, but I definitely understand it from a first-person basis.
Yeah, it's a tough industry, though, isn't it, Brian? I mean,
industry.
really, really, very, very difficult right now. Toys R Us going out of business.
Yes.
You know, Mattel sponsored that company for years.
That's right.
That's right.
And put them together. It's going to be a hard sell for them.
Hard sell, but I see the need. I mean, there's more and more interest in early childhood education.
Sure.
From
The
our
development
government level.
stage,
Yeah.
you
The
know,
development
it's
stage.
very
Yeah.
important that they
That's
get those tactile learning experiences. So
It probably
the need
could
is
have helped
there.
you and I if we had it when we were little kids. Right?
Absolutely, guys. So
Yeah.
next up, sophomore Isaac Rogers and his idea, Tabs. Tabs is a web-based social platform for users with chronic diseases. The game is an incentive system to ensure users to take their medication on time and completing specific treatments. It also has a social aspect where users can interact with others who have the same chronic disease. Sok, what do you think of this one?
Well, I love the idea. I think compliance with medication is a big, big problem. I think that Isaac is very passionate about a certain area. I'm going to challenge Isaac to expand the idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? But I understand the passion.
Yeah.
I think you'll find, Doctor, that a lot of today's entrepreneurs do have that passion.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's the genesis of their idea.
Yeah, one of the things about his idea is that he knows it. One of the things I talk about in my introductory class of entrepreneurship is do what you know. And he knows this. This
That's
is
right.
heartfelt. This is something that he knows so well that.
But it's bigger than what he knows.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and your expansion notion is a good one.
Yes.
And that's where the passion comes from too.
Sure.
You know, when you're knowledgeable about the subject and
Oh,
you get
yeah.
really excited about it. And I think that this round of hatchlings this year, they're one of the most passionate group. You know, each one is very passionate about what they're doing.
Well, look how it turned out for you. Your
Yeah.
Pieces of Me
Yep.
was clothing.
Right. It's
And
changed.
you expanded
Yep.
and you changed it.
You pivot and
You pivot
yep.
and look at the business that you built.
I'm going to buy Brian a necklace tonight.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Before I leave.
I'll remember that part. Moving on now, senior Kristen Grom comes into the hatch this year with her idea, Power Play. It's an app-controlled dog toy that allows owners to control the toy from smart devices. It offers a new way for owners to interact with their dogs, especially owners who face mobility issues or want to encourage their dogs to exercise during undesirable weather. Do you guys see Kristen powering into the Invest Nest tonight? Elsa, what do you think?
You know, I thought this was such a cool idea when I first heard about it. We actually just got a dog, and our puppy, Mila, I think would really enjoy something like this. I think she has some, you know, roadblocks to figure out when it comes to the actual feasibility of the piece and it not, you know, getting wrecked from the dog playing with it and that kind of thing. But I think that it's got some legs and
Yeah.
could really go somewhere.
Yeah. You know, when I first thought it, I thought well, this can't be sold in a toy store. This is going to be a pet product.
Pet store, yeah.
All over. And the fact that you're connecting it to the smartphone is a great idea. And it's interesting that that she's worked on this with the passion of owning a pet.
Yeah.
That's what drove this idea. And so, knowing pets as she does, because this is what her love is. I've had her as a student. It'll be interesting to see if they see that in her,
Right.
and they buy into the idea.
So cute. What do you think about this?
You know what? I'm not a dog guy. Right? If I had this device, I'd throw it out the window, hope that the dog chased after it, and I'd be done.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things that you teach that the passion of the investor has to come through and
Sure.
appeal to me.
And it will.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
not a pet guy, so I've got to quickly
Yeah.
understand if
Yeah.
I want to invest in the
When you see her in action,
entrepreneur,
I've
right.
had her in class. She's dynamic in terms
But you
of
know
what she puts
investing
together.
is emotional as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
There's an
absolutely.
emotional
You're buying the
component.
person as much as you're
That's
buying
right.
the product.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, guys, we certainly have a full house here tonight at the Perry Fieldhouse. Crowd, you still into it? You guys still here? That's right. Why don't we check in now with Emily Cohen, who has a special guest. Emily?
Thanks a lot, Parker. Right now, I'm out here with Miss Hatzel from Coleraine High School, which is all the way in Cincinnati. How are you, Miss Hatzel?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I can't believe you came all the way over from Cincinnati. So, because of the big event, what are you looking forward to most tonight?
Seeing all the awesome ideas that these students that are still in college are coming up with.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for these students to take their ideas and put it to the test. So, with your students, you said you're a business teacher, right? So, what are you hoping your students with you right now are getting out of this event tonight?
I hope they're just truly inspired and see all the work these students have put in and see that it's possible for them to do the same thing.
All right. Are you rooting for anyone specifically?
All the colors.
All the colors. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's get it back over to you, Parker.
Thank you, Emily. Next up is senior Rachel Poling with her idea, Rehabiligate. It is a wearable device that measures gait, which is an early predictor of geriatric diseases. By analyzing the way people walk to identify neurological defects, the device can help detect health issues sooner, creating a better quality of life for individuals affected by these diseases. Or do you think Rachel will be able to go in here, and do you think that she'll be able to detect if the Falcons like this idea?
I think so. I saw her working on this project, and it's got some very interesting ideas in terms of what's going on.
You know what? Last year alone, there were 3,400 papers written about gait.
Yeah.
I can't believe what an issue it is.
Oh, yeah.
They've been studying this since the 18th century.
Yeah.
So it could be a giant idea.
Yeah.
She's got a doctor as a mentor.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
We have Dr. Dre up on our panel.
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
connection to Cleveland Clinic. It could turn out really to be a home run.
Sure, it could be.
I think
Could
it's
be.
the start of it, you know, like the hatch is a launching pad. So there's much more to come after. But I think, you know, the idea is, it's a huge idea.
Yes,
So
yeah, and it, she's so interested in that subject matter
Yes.
that you,
Yeah.
again, the
The
heart
passion,
is
yeah.
the heart is driving the project more
Yeah.
than anything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, next up we have the duo of Nick Bundy and Jacob Halter, BGSU juniors, with their idea, Safely. Safely is a hybrid of a traditional safe and a disaster kit. During natural disasters and evacuation efforts, with every minute can mean a difference between life and death. Families struggle to organize critical items as well as cherished personal belongings. Safely makes it easy to grab survival products like ponchos and water purification tablets, along with family heirlooms and important documents. Elsa, do you think Nick and Jacob will safely come away with some sort of investment tonight?
You know, this one's tough for me. I think that there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of competition out there for this type
Yeah.
of thing, and I think the sell is going to be difficult to the end user because they're having to, you know, purchase something ahead of time, and
Yes.
it's not a reaction type
Yeah.
of purchase to the event happening. So I think that's going to be the most difficult part for them. But I'm interested to see their pitch and how they talk about that
Yeah.
in their competition.
Yeah, I'm not that organized. Even if I had it,
Right.
I wouldn't know
Right.
how to use it. And so you've got a twofold problem there. One, you've got something that there's lots of things like that out there,
Right.
and then you have to get somebody seduced to use it.
Right.
And I don't think that way. If I can't see it, I don't own it. So to put it in this package, it's going to be a tough sell for me. But it'll be interesting to see if the
It'll be
investors
seen-
see it.
That's right. I mean, in my case, I would just take my golf clubs. That's it.
Well, you're in emotional
I take the
state
golf
too,
clubs.
right? When you're
Emotional state,
you're
I take
grabbing
the golf clubs.
your biggest possession, you're getting
That's
out
right.
of there.
And
Yeah.
you know, it's interesting that the time that these young men have this idea, Volkswagen runs that commercial. Have you seen the TV
Yes.
commercial?
Yes.
Natural disaster. What can we fit in the car?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the timing is there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
If
For
it's
the
good enough
market,
for
yeah.
Yeah.
Volkswagen, it's going to be good enough for somebody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Price point. Very, very
Yeah.
interesting
Price
for
point.
that.
Indeed.
It's
Yeah.
too expensive.
Yeah.
Guys, let's talk about junior Mary Kay Messer and her idea, Bloom Zoa. Bloom Zoa is an app that makes childhood nutrition fun and interactive while providing educational tools to successfully manage dietary restrictions. Children create a virtual pet and customize it to mirror any dietary needs the children might have in real life. By caring for the pet, feeding it, through interacting with it as well, the children learn to properly take care of themselves. Soap, do you think Mary Kay will bloom into success tonight?
I really want to fund this Falcon. I do. Do you know the number one selling app? Do you know what it is? Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z does 2 million a day in revenue. 2 million a day. Now, an app you may be familiar with is Tinder, Doc. Have you tried Tinder? That does
It
240.
doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for you. So, I mean, the app business. Gotta love the app business. Giant, you know, I think a little bit of refinement. I've got some ideas, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
We should fund this Falcon.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's an interesting idea, and it reminds me of the, you know, like the Furby toy type of idea where you try to keep it alive
Yeah,
and that kind of thing.
yeah.
But it's putting an educational component with it, you
Yeah.
know, which I think is extremely powerful and
Sure.
it could be used to do a lot of good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not crazy about this personally. I'm just looking at it from an investment standpoint
Yeah.
that I would make. I wouldn't chase this. I wouldn't do it.
It's going to cost a lot of money.
That's right.
To develop.
I
it.
agree with you.
Right. Excellent, guys. Thanks. Right now, let's throw it back out to Emily Cohen, who is standing by with one of our high school guests tonight. Emily?
Thanks a lot, Parker. Right now, I'm back out here with Grace Sanderson, who's also from Coleraine High School in Cincinnati. That was a long journey you guys came on today, and I heard that we were just talking about today, you got to put your entrepreneurial skills to the test, right? So how did you do that today? You had some minimal materials. What did you do?
Yeah, so today we had a marketing simulation where we had like a small cardboard box, some paper, pipe cleaners, and popsicle sticks. And actually I created a product called Free Space with my team. So we created a small box that you could put next to your garage door that would hold your keys and your wallet and also your phone. And it would just stick to the wall, and me and my team we created a pitch, and we pitched it to some judges that were in there today.
That is awesome. You really put those skills to the test. Now I see you are wearing a green t-shirt. So what does that mean? Does that mean you're rooting for someone specifically?
Sarah.
Go Sarah. All right. Anything else you're looking forward to tonight?
Actually, I'm really looking forward to the hatch and seeing what all these college students can do.
All right. Well, hopefully you learned something great and you could maybe do this yourself one day. All right. Thank you so much, Grace. Let's get it back over to you guys.
Thanks, Emily. All the way from Belgium, grad student Oliver Ernst is next in the nest. Oliver's business idea is Suppleo, a supplement dispenser designed for athletic and workout environments. It contains multiple supplements and flavor agents, which it dispenses in pre-measured amounts to cups of water. This allows coaches and athletes to easily organize and track supplement use. Guys, do you think Oliver will say sup to the Falcons and walk out with streams of cash?
You know, I never walk by a machine and laugh at it. Anytime a machine doesn't have any labor attached to it, I think, wow, they're making money, no labor attached to it. So machines are fascinating to me. I just don't know if the idea connected to this machine has legs and it will go somewhere. But, you know, it's like a bubblegum machine. It just takes the quarters, and I know people walk by them, but a lot of people stop and put quarters in these things, and nobody's there to collect the money, and it's amazing what can be made. I made machines in the company that I started, and one of them didn't work, and he called me, and it was full of money, and that's why it didn't work. And it's so you can't laugh at a machine.
Right,
You just
no.
can't.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
And you
whatever the
invented
investors.
robotics.
That's
I mean,
right.
you invented robotics.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think, listen, it's a business I don't know. I don't know how you get a vending machine placed.
Yeah.
Dietary supplements, I've tried them. I'm a mess. You know, I'm not.
You look great, I
yeah,
might add.
thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a mess inside. But I could see an idea for a Keurig self-dose
Yeah.
machine that gives you a dietary supplement. I can see a modification of the idea.
I
Elsa?
think it's a good idea. I think it's outside of my expertise, but you know, when I watched him and his video that they posted along the way, he seems like he's really knowledgeable
Yeah.
in that industry, in that space, and saw the need for it, and that's why he
Yeah.
created it. So I think that with his passion, and he seems very polished
Yeah.
in what he's pitching. So I think he has a good shot.
Two things. I think his machine might be overpriced in terms of what he was trying to do with it.
Okay.
And the trend now is machines are smart. They will tell
Smart
the people
machines.
that own them if they need to be refilled. And so I don't know if he's approached that level of sophistication yet.
He should talk
It's the
to you.
next phase.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely. Well, finally tonight we have senior Sarah Clark with her idea, Magna Halter. Magna Halter eliminates buckles and clasps on horses' halters, replacing them with Velcro and magnets. This makes the equipment more accessible to equestrians of all abilities, as well as offering an easier way to put on and take off the halters in the winter while wearing gloves. Will Sarah horse around and get an investment tonight? Elsa, what do you think?
I think that it's a really interesting concept. I think that she's going to have to prove the market size. You know, I don't know what's in her pitch, but what is the market size for this product? Because not every product has a big enough market size where, you know, an investor wants to get involved. So, and I don't understand the, you know, equestrian side of things or have any knowledge on horses and what that looks like. So I'm really interested to see what's in her pitch that way, if she can convince the Falcons of that.
Yeah. I think
I like it. I mean, I think whenever you replace something that's hard to do
exactly.
with something that's easier to do, that's a
You're-
business.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
You
that,
got
you
an
know,
entrance point.
Yeah, I'm not robot guy like you. I'm pretty basic, you know,
Magnet.
magnet's easier than a buckle.
Yeah,
You know?
and you know, and quite frankly, every Disney character now is put together with magnets. Everything,
Yeah.
they all snap together.
That's right.
So,
So I like it.
Well,
Here's my
guys,
guy right here. Here
Let
he
me tell
is.
you, the moment we've all been waiting for is almost here. The analysts are going to make their picks for the Eggy winner, and we now welcome Mr. Van Wright to the desk. Hey, how are you, Freddie? Good to see you. Freddie's here, and so is Van Wright. We're going to make some picks, and Soak, we're going to start with you. You can't pick tonight.
I
You're
cannot
going to be
pick.
in the invest nest. So how about some last words of wisdom for the hatchlings tonight?
Last words of wisdom are, it's not just about us, it's about you and your passion. There are more sidecar investors that have come this year than ever before. There are people in the audience that may want to invest. So you've got a great opportunity thanks to this university.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, Elsa, we'll start with you. Who are you picking tonight for the Eggy?
I'm gonna go with Supplio actually,
Supplio.
because I was really impressed with just his passion and his knowledge on the subject, and I'm really excited to see his pitch. So.
Absolutely. Paul, who do you think tonight?
I'm going to go with Isaac. Isaac's, we're talking about what you know and what you live. And this is all about him and a problem. And he's solving a problem. And so it's Isaac Rogers.
And Van, I know that you have some very advanced algorithms for your pick tonight. Why don't you just enlighten us a little bit about what the calculations have been this afternoon? I know you've been going through a lot today.
Parker, I have literally analyzed film. I've looked at trends. I've looked at tendencies. I have talked to global experts, local experts in every one of these fields. I've interviewed the candidates, checked the applications, looked at the early presentations.
You put your ring on.
Put my ring on, did all the things that you told me I had to do. I did all that.
All right, good.
I formed my algorithm. I came up with a dead flat tie on 3. So I went to the advanced algorithms, the Van factor.
The Van factor.
I can't reveal the algorithm.
That's
the
right.
Van
Don't
factor.
do that.
So the Aggie winner, based on the Van factor, is going to be Sarah Clark. Magna Halter will be the winner tonight because she loves 2 things: horses and folks with disabilities and different abilities that need some help. I just heard that's a business idea, and I heard it from this guy right here to my right, this woman here, this gentleman right here I respect. I'm picking Sarah Clark. Show me the money.
All right, show me the money. Well, there it is, Van. That is the advanced algorithms. Thank you so much. There it is, everybody.
Thank you.
That does it for us tonight, live from the Perry Fieldhouse. Don't forget to follow along on Twitter using the hashtag #TheHatch2018 during the Hatch. Also, be sure to cast your vote for the Aggie winner. We also want to thank our fantastic crew behind the scenes to make this event possible. Thanks for joining us on Hatch tonight. For Van Wright, Emily Cohen, Brian Sokol, Elsa Vogelvoss, and Dr. Gene Poor, I'm Parker Kern. Thanks again to our sponsor, Dr. Teresa Pop-Braun.
Yes.
Be sure to tune in at 6 o'clock. Have a great night. Roll along, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.